thing worth pointing out is that this screenplay is written specifically to the collaborators, the producers, the people who are working with him to make this film. And all the screenplays that I've read, and there's a lot now, I'd say about 60% of them are written for the reader, 30% are written for the viewer, and 10% are written for the collaborators. So what does that mean exactly? It means when you're describing a scene, who is this intended for? For most spec scripts, it usually is probably the best idea to intend it for the reader, because if it's not written to the reader, then it doesn't get past that stage. Because as screenwriters, we need to know who we're writing for and tailor the entire screenplay for that person. I'll give you an example here of what I'm talking about. Let's look at page 28. The car passes a telephone pole, just an average telephone pole, but we hold on it for a second longer than feels necessary. Hyper-attentive viewers might notice that a small sigil has been carved in it. Okay. So how do we know that he's talking to the collaborator here as opposed to the viewer or the reader? Because he's saying hyper-attentive viewers might notice. He's not saying you might notice. So he's not talking to you, the viewer. He's saying, he's letting us in on it. Hey, when we make this film, when we put this together, the viewers may not notice this. This is important for them to not notice this, and maybe some do. That's fine. Don't worry about it. So if you were going to construct this action line for the viewers, you would say something like, something feels off. If you're paying attention, you might notice etched in the surface is a strange symbol. So see how I said there, if you're paying attention? So I'm talking to you, the viewer. So how is that different from the reader? Because if you were just writing this straight, like just for the reader, you would say something like, there's a strange symbol carved into the wood. It's a sigil. Easy to miss, but it's there. Because when we talk to the reader, we're letting them in on a little secret of what's going on. You would think it's the other way around, but it's not. The viewer is the coveted prize. They're the person we want to trick, the person we want to not know things or know things. The reader, we're letting them in on the secret of what's going on because they're going with us on this journey of the story. But the collaborator now we're building the Lego castle together, and you need to know everything about this. Did that make sense? Of course it did. All right, let's talk about